Welcome to today's webinar, Portalize, Build Secure Portals Fast. My name is Tony Graham, and I'm the Product Marketing Manager for LANSA. I would like to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. So here's today's agenda. Up first is the introduction and overview of Portalize, the basic, here's what Portalize is, high level, and then I will go into the standard Portalize features, the benefits of Portalize, some use cases for Portalize, and then the heart of the webinar, which is a Portalize demo. And then I will end with some closing remarks. So what is Portalize? Portalize is the first fully functional, fully customizable, fully scalable, highly secure portal built on a low-code platform. Portalize is built with the Visual LANSA low-code platform, giving your portal several advantages over alternative portal development options. Most HTML custom portal solutions are limited to webhooks or similar integrations, meaning integration can be limited and restrictive, limited to the information or services provided by a popular SaaS platform that you're trying to integrate with. The power and flexibility of Visual LANSA means Portalize can integrate with not only modern SaaS platforms, it can integrate with legacy and custom applications, as well as any kind of legacy or custom system. You can easily access any database, which is not the case with other portal solutions. Plus, the functionality of Visual LANSA goes far beyond just making some HTML or JavaScript tweaks. You have the ability to customize your portal in nearly limitless fashion. Feature no other portal solution can offer. So, and on top of all these customizable options that you have with Visual LANSA, Portalize is going to come with the most requested portal features. And so it's simply, plug in your Visual LANSA app and go. Portalize is your portal, source code and all. So I'm going to go over the popular Portalize user features right now. I can't touch on all of them. Even in the demo, I'm only going to scratch some of the user features. But here are some of the main ones that you are going to get out of the box standard feature. So, there's an impressive list of standard features, and that comes from years of developing portals for various customers. So we understand, what the customer wants their users to be able to do and what the users need to be able to do to have an effective portal. So let's start off here with manage an account profile. Now, this is a pretty straightforward feature. Users can change their email address. They can update their personal information such as title, address, birthday, etc. Security and credentials. So, Portalize allows users to change their passwords, select security questions, answer security questions. Security was a top priority when developing Portalize. And so we have various layers of security. We're going to have very secure navigation. As well as that, we're going to have some admin security and some security for users. That's really puts Portalize at enterprise level security. Preferences. Users like to be able to customize their experience, whether they prefer like a light or dark background, if they prefer certain colors, if they see certain colors better, worse. And so, Portalize comes with those features to let the users tweak their experience as far as visuals are concerned. And then, view portal activity. Not that this is a big feature for everybody, and maybe you might not want it. That's fine, turn it off. But we give the option to let the users see their portal activities. They can go in and see when they have changed their password. They can see they set a security question. They can see that login's failed, and they're going to be able to see exactly what they did on the portal. So if there's any discrepancy what they may think, there's the logs, and they have control over that. And so, what I want to stress is all these features are fully customizable. You can add or subtract features as your portal needs. If you don't want your users to change their customer emails, because maybe this is a employee portal and they're just going to use their business email, their company email, that's fine. You sign them up with that, and they don't have that option. It's just as easy as to take that out. But you have that custom flexibility, that customization for your portals. So let's go over some Portalize admin features. Admin features are just as important as user features. After all, if you have 1,000 users, 2,000, 3,000 users, you need to be able to manage those users efficiently and effectively. So Portalize is packed full of admin features. User account management. This is always so important in a portal, especially as size grows. You're going to be able to see the status of individual accounts, whether they're active, disabled, deleted, pending, and then you're going to be able to take actions on individual accounts. You're going to be able to reset user passwords. You're going to be able to lock users out. You're going to be able to give them admin rights, if you need additional admins. And so all that's under the user account management. It's very sleek, very intuitive, and it's a way to manage all the users in the portal. The configure email. So this is really cool, and I'm going to show you some of this. This is out of the box functionality is really, really awesome. You're going to be able to enable and disable when email notifications go out, and we have a list of several that come standard. They can get an email when they change their password. They get an email when they enroll. They get an email if they delete their account. And all these are you can turn them all off and on right inside Portalize. So if you don't want to bombard your user with every time they do something with an email, that's fine. If you just want to set it for the really big stuff, like, hey, you signed up. Hey, you've changed your password. Is this really you? Did you really do it? You can leave those on. But then we also give you the ability to customize the email templates. So you're going to be able to download an email template. It's an HTML code. You tweak it. You write in whatever you want to write in, change the colors to match your branding, and upload that back. And then when that email goes out, it'll look just like it comes from your company, comes from from your specific portal, and not just a generic email. And then configure security. Again, I was talking about security being a top priority of Portalize, and so we have built-in IP monitoring and IP banning. So if Portalize detects too many attempts from a certain IP, and you can set that attempt amount, it'll go on a ban list, and that IP will not be able to access your portal for a certain amount of time, and you can set that as well. So when you couple IP monitoring and banning with our secure navigation methods, how we handle secure cookies and HTTPS, you have one of the most robust enterprise portals on the market. It's just very secure, and we take security very serious, and we made sure to make this as secure as possible. And then as far as inside the portal security, you can set security questions, you can change security questions, you can add to, take from, and of course you can always set the login attempts. And then some additional admin features that we include. These are just added bonuses, from various customers that have needed these functions. They've requested them, and so we've thrown them in with this first version of Portalize. And one of those is analytics and session tracking. So we allow you to enable Google Analytics, if that's important to your portal. And if this is a customer-facing portal, that's probably going to be pretty important. These kind of metrics are extremely helpful in your marketing efforts, and to tweak that customer experience and know where your customers are coming from, where they're what they're doing. That's very valuable. So we have the option for you to turn that on. Now, this is probably not a greatest feature for you if this is just employee portal. You're not interested in the analytics of it. Fine, you can turn it off, but the option is there if you do need it. Portal logs, and so you're going to be able to view and download portal log activities. You can disable certain aspects of portal logging, and matter of fact, a lot of aspects are turned off from the start. What's nice about that is so you're not building up giant logs, but when you need to do some troubleshooting, if you're having certain issues with integration, maybe certain user says they're having issues, you can turn on the portal logging and see what's going on. Oh yeah, we are sending this email, or this is happening. And so it's a good troubleshooting feature, or just a good feature to verify stuff is working right, maybe stuff not working right. And like I said, there's various aspects. I'll show just high level, go through them real quick when I do the demo, just to show you what everything you can and can't track. It's pretty impressive. So, and then configure system settings. This is setting your Portalize environment. You can have develop, test, production. Certain features will act different depending what environment you're on. For a test environment, you can send all the emails to yourself or to a certain test email, so you're not constantly sending out emails to users. Just little things like that. And then import and export portal settings. So if you have an environment of Portalize it's perfect, that's exactly how you want it, and you're gonna maybe want to move that up. Maybe you want to start a second one with these settings. Import, export, all those features are available to you as well. And as I said with the user features, same goes for the admin features. All these features are fully customizable with Visual LANSA. Add or subtract the features that you need that fit your portal. I want to stress that so much is that you have full control over your portal. We're going to give you, it's fully functional right out of the box. If that's what you need, we give it to you. If you need a little extra functionality, you can use Visual LANSA and go in and customize it. And so it is a very flexible, a very powerful portal because of that reason. It's powered by the Visual LANSA low-code platform. You have the ability to go in and tweak this portal to your exact needs and just simply plug in your visual application that's going to be the heart of the portal. Portalize benefits. So Portalize is fully functional out of the box. That's what I really want to stress. This is a complete portal from the start. Minus your application. So we give you everything you need that a portal would need. And you simply, you can make some minor personalization tweaks and then plug in your Visual LANSA application and your portal is ready. So it's going to save you weeks, if not months, and lots of development resources, time, money. We're going to give you a great start to an amazing portal. And it's built with Visual LANSA, so it's easily customizable. You own the source code. You can change it as needed. You don't have to come back to us if you don't want to for changes. It's yours. So as another HTML portal that if you're comparing or if you look at their system, this is what you get. And so it's not easy to customize. You either have to go back to their developers, okay, can we get this customization, or ask for a change, ask for a feature. And not with Portalize. You simply just do it in Visual LANSA and the change is done. Reuse Portalize's code in other Visual LANSA applications. So we're going to show you, we're giving you how to navigate very fast. We're giving you code to handle secure cookies. We're basically giving you an enterprise web application in the form of a portal. And all that code is yours. So your Visual LANSA developers are going to be able to see our code, see how we do things, read the comments, and you can take those and have a great start to another application if you want to. We give you the reusable parts, the server modules, all the views, a complete enterprise web application that you can run with if you want to develop other applications. You'll have Visual LANSA's best practices as well as, like I said, the comments throughout with detailed explanations. So you're going to see how we do it. We're going to explain how we do it. And there again, you can take that and run. And if you're just looking and say, hey, I need a portal, I'm going to need Visual LANSA too. So here's a jump start, right? So not only are you going to be able to use Visual LANSA, you can go through our training and then come up to speed very, very quick because you're going to have basically an app laid out and exactly how we build apps. And so that's going to put you even further ahead of that curve. So not only are you getting this amazing portal out of the box with all this full functionality, we're going to show you the best practices and how you code a very fast, or how you build a very fast web application. And scalable. So Portalize is right at home with a few users or a few thousand. It's right at home. If this is a single web page portal, there's only one thing you're going to do with it, fine. It's going to handle that very well. However, it's going to handle a few thousand web pages. If you have this elaborate portal that you need all this functionality, you're going to have all these different tabs and pages. The way we set up our navigation, it's going to function nearly identical to one page. It's fast. Your users will be very happy. It's just, you're going to see it when you get it. How we do it, it's fast, and so like I said, it doesn't matter 1 to 1,000. Portalize use cases. So here's a variety of potential use cases. Some that we've built portals for. Just to give you an idea of kind of what people are using it for, or what you can use it for. And odds are, you might have an idea like, ooh, I need a portal for this, and already have come to this webinar with a great idea in your head, or a vision. But for those of you that might be looking at Portalize, can it do this, can it do that? Here are some great use cases, right? So healthcare. Healthcare is that covers broad spectrum, right? That's very, very broad. But whether it's insurance, whether it is a hospital, or whether it's a doctor's office. Say if this is just a single doctor's office, you can create a custom portal for your patients where they can log in, see their payments. They can log in and see, schedule their appointments, and it can be tailored to that customer. It can be tailored to your patients. If this is a hospital or insurance, then it's a little broader. Even say for a hospital, a portal could be, here's your patient login, same portal, here's your doctor login, but you're going to have different options because they're on different roles, and so it can cover the broad spectrum of healthcare. Education, one university, one high school, one school district, you could have a portal that is sectioned off, by user. So when a student logs into the portal, they get the student options. When a faculty logs in, they have the faculty options, and then when the administration logs in, they have the different administration options. And when I say administration, not necessarily the administrator of the portal, but the staff administration at the at the school. And so there's a single case where you could build out 3 portals, but you just have one portal that handles all 3 of those depending on the login. And then employee portal. Communication is so important right now. Not everybody's going into the office anymore. We have remote workers, and so sometimes communication can be tough. You can send it out in an email, or if you're using different, chat services. But an employee email or employee portal can be so much more than logging in to see, your pay stub, or logging in to see your HR forms. You can use that for your daily communication. Log in. Here's what's going on today. Here's your tasks. Here's what we're working on. And just so it's a great communication tool to have. And then from there, you can branch it off into, if you already have a pay portal, well, why not just embed that into your Portalize? So when they go to Portalize to look at their HR stuff and get their tasks or whatnot, they can click right on, go right to their pay from inside Portalize. And so they're not, you don't have separate logins. Remembering here, I gotta go to here. Just have that information for them inside your portal. And then customer portal. These are great ways to sort of tailor that experience, personalize that experience for your customer. When they log in, see their purchases, based off their purchases, have recommendation, tailor that portal to that customer logging in, and that really enhances customer experience. And when the better the experience the customer has, the more loyal they are to your brand. And so it's just a great way to build brand loyalty. It's a great way to build great customer satisfaction. And then a partner portal. One spot for all your partners, whether that be vendors, part suppliers, however that may be, brokers. So they're going in one place for information, and it's centralized. And so these are some great ways to start thinking about different aspects of use cases for Portalize. Okay, so now that we've had the background and some of the information, I've talked a little bit about Portalize. Let's get into the heart of the webinar, which is an actual demonstration. Welcome to Portalize. So this is the Portalize login. This is standard out of the box. And again, I will show you everything here is standard out of the box functionality, out of the features, all that comes standard. So everything you see is what you get right out of the box. All right, so let me log in and get started with some of the features you'll see with Portalize. Now I'm going to log in as admin, and so the first thing we'll do is kind of see the admin views. As you can see, we have an administration tab, but there's the welcome screen. You can see all the sessions. The user's going to be able to see this too if you want them to. Logins, successful, user count changes on days and times. So this is a very detailed log. And they're going to be able to see all that, if you want them to. And then they could also download the activity and clear the activity. So the Portalize account, this is available to admin and users. If they want to remove themselves, if this is a customer and you want them to be able to remove themselves, they can. That feature's included. But then obviously you can go in and change details. Here I'm going to go from Tony. I'll put Anthony. I'll save it. And then what you're going to notice is Anthony's account right up top. So that's changed. So they'll know it's personalized. And then their profile, that's all can be saved and changed as well. So I can say I got my phone number wrong, or I changed my phone number right there. And then that's saved. So those are the account information that the users have control over. So now let's go to the portal administration panel. And this is features unique to the admin. And there's your spare view to show that. That's where you're going to plug in your Visual LANSA application at one of the spots anyways. And then settings panel. And then administration again. So user accounts. This is what I was talking about earlier in the webinar. You're going to be able to see all of the users, active users, disabled users, reset, new users. There's somebody we haven't done anything with or new. So that's just in pending, and then removed. And of course, there's a search bar. So when you get thousands of users, hundreds of users, you can search very easily. Email settings. This is very exciting. I love this feature. Like I said, it comes standard. So here's where you can turn off and on notifications. If you don't want users getting bombarded with certain emails, you can turn them off and on as needed. If you want the users to get notified for everything, then that's absolutely okay. So that's how you turn off and on certain notifications. So we're going to go back, and now I'm going to show you email templates. Built-in functionality. This is really cool. This is how you can customize emails to your brand, to your company, for your colors, how you want them to look and feel. And so you very simply, you just go to the one you want to edit, and you download it, right? So it's going to download this text file, HTML, and there you're going to be able to set colors, set fonts, if you want to include some images, you'll have full customability of this template just by this HTML code. And then, so if you want to go down and change some text, no problem. Let's say we want to make this Portalize instead of my portal. So we'll simply, we'll take out my portal, put in Portalize, and then we'll save it. And then we just simply, and we're going to go back. Now we're going to edit. And then we just simply edit and upload. We're going to want to upload that template that we just saved. We're going to upload it. We're going to save it. And if you look, Portalize. So that easy. We just changed an email notification that fast, that simple, and that's very easy. And you're going to have this code as well. So that's if you need this functionality in another Visual LANSA app, you're going to have it. But that's how easy we make templates, and you can change templates. So I just really wanted to show that feature because I think that's a really cool feature. And analytics and session tracking. If you want to enable Google Analytics, if you want to enable your session events, you're going to have that control as well. Security. I talked about that. Security is big. You're going to be able to do the validation requests for those emails. If you want someone to have to validate that they got an email and that they created a profile, then you can toggle that on and off right here. So they're getting built right in. IP monitoring and banning. So there's the attempts you can set. So if an IP address is attempting over this amount, it's gonna automatically go to a banned list. And then there again, you can set the intervals, how often it's going to check. And we have nobody banned right now. Login attempts, pretty basic, pretty forward. You can set the login attempts of your users. And then set the validation questions. So here you can change them. So let's say we don't want to do what your favorite food is. Let's say we want to do what city you were born in. How about that? Just simply change it from right here. And again, if you want more options, with Visual LANSA, obviously you can add more options if you'd like. If you want to have more security questions, if you want to have less security questions, or whatever. But we just change it, save it, and there it is. We created a new security question, or changed the security question. Portal logs. Again, look at your portal activity. You can view it. You can download it. It shows kind of everything that's gone on in the portal. And then we can go back, and then we have more detailed logs of various aspects. And so, if you're having trouble with the banning addresses or something doesn't look right, you can turn that function on, that logging on, and kind of troubleshoot from there. Same thing with password changes. If someone's having issues, well, I'm going to turn the logging on for that and see what's going on, see if I can identify anything on the portal's end, what might be an issue. And so easily turn those off and on. Again, the more you turn on, excuse me, the more you turn on, the bigger your logs are going to be. And then finally, we have system settings as well. So I'm going to sign out now, and I'm actually going to create a user. So I'm going to use a test account, and you're going to see here after I type my email in, it's going to say you're good. So it's going to validate. It's going to check to see if this email is already in the system. If it's not, it's going to let you know that it's good. If it was in the system, it would say, hey, this email is already in the system. Just log in. So I'm going to put in a password. But I'm going to put in a weak password. So it's going to say, no, that password is too weak. You need to beef it up a little bit. And again, you have the code for this. So if you need this in another Visual LANSA app, we're showing you how to code this, in Visual LANSA to make secure passwords. So then it's going to ask for a security question. There's one we just did, but I'll say, what was your first car? That was my Buick, my rust red Buick when I was a teenager. So here's your legal, terms and conditions. Notice that next is not highlighted yet. It wants the user to scroll through. Say it not highlighted. So it wants the user to scroll through. It wants the user to read this. Obviously, you can put in your terms and condition, anything you might need for your legal, and then it's going to highlight it and say, okay, you've gone through the terms and conditions. Go ahead, click next. And what's going to say is your account's waiting. So it automatically sent me an email that I said, hey, you created an account. How about we activate it? So that way somebody can't put in a bogus email just to try to get into your portal. They have to put in a valid email, and they're going to have to validate it through the email. So you can click on Activate Me Now, and then that account is now official in Portalize. So you can log in. Just going to log back in here with my credentials. Put in my password. and I've created my account. It's been verified. There I am. So that is how you create a user in Portalize, or how you could if you wanted to have somebody self-enroll. Again, if it was for your company and you just wanted to create them yourself, that's fine too. And then there's their settings, so they can go in and change security questions. Now, if I want to change something in security, it's going to want me to verify that I am indeed myself, so it's going to ask for a password. Again, this is something that you could code out if you don't want them to have to validate it, but this is and it's going to say, hey, you know, it's going to give us notifications for these actions. This is when I verified my account. But now watch, after I change my password as well. And again, if you want to turn these notifications on or off, that's fine. If you don't want, like I said, you don't want to bombard your users with emails all the time. But that's so now I'm going to change my password, um, something new. I'm going to save it, and then it says I get the notification, and then I also get an email that says, "Hey, your password has changed. Did this really happen? Was this really you? Here's who you notify if this is an error." And so you can out of the box have these notifications. You can customize them in that way. Your users know that when they do things, they should get an email, and if they're getting something an email when they didn't, then something's wrong. And so there again, everything that's available to the user. So what's cool is if you notice I have two different sessions. I only open one session and two are open. Now watch me when I sign out of one, I sign out of the other. So that's a cool feature that we built right in, and you're gonna be able to, again, you're gonna have the code, you're gonna see how we do that, and that way it recognizes that I had more than one Portalize session open, but my user was on them, and so it closed it right out. So nothing's gonna hang open. You're not gonna have that security chance of security breach with the way we code this. So that is Portalize. But now I do want to show you a little bit of code before my closing remarks. So as I mentioned earlier, you will get dozens and dozens of modules for Visual LANSA with Portalize. This is your portal. This is your code. Like I said, we're going to pack it full of features and functionalities to get you going right away, but you're going to have full control over it. Here are the reusable parts alone that you're going to get, and that you're going to be able to reuse if you want, or merely just see how we do things, and then you can take how we do things and implement those best practices right into your own Visual LANSA applications. And so, here is our navigation manager. So, you're going to have full code of exactly how we navigate through our screens. And so, what's great about this is we do it very efficiently. It is very effective. It is best practice. And so you can take this reusable part and reuse this for your own applications. Now obviously you're going to plug in, if it's for the portal, you're just going to plug in and use our navigation anyways. But if you were to make if you're making other Visual LANSA applications, then this is very useful. Exactly how we do it, and it's yours. We're giving it to you. It's included. So take full advantage of it. So I just want to show you, kind of scroll through this navigation manager. It's very very straightforward, and so and with all the comments there, you're going to get all that. You're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to understand it. And same thing, with the views. You're going to see how we set things up, and there's all the different views that we use, and we can open those up, and there's how we do it, and what's the source code for that. And a lot of this is auto generated, but there it is. So I did want to show you real quick that the full source code is yours, and here it is. We're serious about that. And so just to show you that little bit of code, I showed you a little bit of demo, and I'm just going to give a little recap now. So to recap one more time, um, Portalize is a fully functional and a fully customizable enterprise portal right out of the box. It has enterprise security that meets and exceeds today's security challenges. It has ultra-fast navigation, whether you have 3 or 3,000 pages. It is the most requested features, portal features, come standard. They're built in. And you have full ownership of the source code, allowing Visual LANSA developers to reuse parts of Portalize and other Visual LANSA applications and to easily customize any Portalize portal. And again, with that source code, you get to see our best practices and apply those to any other Visual LANSA application. So I'd like to thank everybody for attending today. Again, this was Portalize, build secure portals fast. And we have some information up there. If you would like to contact sales about this, you can visit lansa.com or visit our Portalize product page at lansa.com/products/Portalize. Again, thank you very much for attending, and I hope you have a wonderful day.